Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Cut. 180. Check. Cover.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Let's go, Pete. Let's go.
We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback, at least have the illusion that you have a running game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 20. Check back 21. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Out of the gun. Goff. Good move by Gurley. And that one's complete to Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's now 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mike's 59. Let's go.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
58. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, tight. Check. 58's the Mike. 58.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And able to find John Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now gone. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 40. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Goff. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Mike. I'm here. Middle.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
5 wide. Switch on Travis.
Allen now on the option. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit. Zerline good with a PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Johnson's got it complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a bad... Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. To throw again, Allen. And John Brown's got it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready? Mike, 58, right there. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. David Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now, after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They run. It's Gurley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Goff on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mike, quit talking about it and bring it.
Here's Allen on first and 10. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Tight dog, tight dog, tight alert.
Throwing again. Allen. Underneath for Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, Haywood.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. It's caught. Jones. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. Nickel Roby brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, D-Lo, all 52.
To throw, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, We know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to throw again. Flush to his right. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Mike. 59, 59. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time Monday. Let's get up.
Allen now on first down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, and the catch made by Johnson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check, 59. It's a party now. Half 10. It's a party now. Must move. Must 59. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike, check, 59.
And here's Allen on 3rd down. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 42 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, You see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again they run with Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Shaq Lawson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is gone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Big series right here. You got to step it up.
Out of the gun. Gone. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Let's go, baby.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Goff now to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. On 1st down, gone. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
You better be afraid of me.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Fourth down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check 50. Alpha. Mike is 15.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. This is Johnson. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, inbounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
From the 24, Allen, he finds his man Johnson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Shaq Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now gone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Check. Middle. Check. 6-6. Pull it high. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Hauschka for the Bills field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.